Roger Corman gets bored and remakes his own film Carnosaur, only it's less retarded and it's about a crocodile. Hi, welcome back. Roger the Corman. For those of you who aren't familiar with him, he's made such brilliant films as Sharktopus, Piranaconda, The Undead, Attack of the Giant Leeches, Humanoids of the Deep.
Hey, honey, want to see my woodpecker?
The Deathstalker films.
You're always a good judge of men, that stalker.
Guess what I've been doing?
And literally hundreds of other films you can watch on the Sci-Fi Channel or Mystery Science Theater.
Need
A Satan character? Here's a guy with a goatee and a Peter Pan hat. You need a medieval tyrant? Here's a middle-aged bald guy wearing revealing fur skirts. Need a fat redneck? Let's disguise this manatee. You need a wasp woman? Here's whatever the hell this is. Okay, let's get started now. Wait a minute. You're not ready? Look at you. You're all well-dressed and shit. You have well-combed hair. You probably showered today, didn't you? You're not ready to take on Roger Corman. Now you are, Grasshopper. Now before we get started, I need to get prepared first. Excuse me. Oh, God. Okay, I'm back. What? Alright, without further ado, let's sink our teeth into Roger Corman's Dinocroc. What? Dinocroc, sorry. So it starts out in the middle of, Australia land, as we see a hardcore hunter looking for a crocodile. How do we know he's a hardcore hunter? Because he wears an Australian hat, has a 5 o'clock shadow, and a serious personality. Look at him, so fucking serious. He also uses his blood as bait because, I don't know, I guess he wants to give the crop
AIDS.
Apparently using your blood as bait is a big no-no because this happens. I don't even know what the hell happened. I guess the only reasonable explanation is that the crocodile missed the hunter to such a degree that he ran into that tree with enough force that it ruptured the space-time continuum, which is why it's now nighttime. Alright guys, this next thing I have to warn you about because it gets pretty gross-horrific. So remember, if you have kids in the room, make sure they're watching. It'll be really hilarious. Ew! Popcorn? You see, even crocodiles have an inner child. What the hell? Ah, the old night terror cliche. What was in that crystal meth?
Bitch!
2 minutes in this movie and we already get to see something incredibly terrifying. My God. Cut to a top secret lab. And how do we know it's a top secret lab? Because they have that top secret lab theme song.
How'd we do today, Judith?
Well, let's see. They've grown 22 inches since our last reading. And that was this morning, Doctor.
Was that theme really necessary? I don't know, it didn't really seem appropriate to that casual conversation. Now, if you guys excuse me, I need to use the restroom. I guess the lab is also owned by the Umbrella Corporation because their marketing strategy is to use a Resident Evil style commercial.
Technology capable of bringing a cow like Jersey here to full maturity within weeks instead of years. That means more dairy product and peace.
What?
Welcome to the future. Welcome to Jericho. expect big things.
Get it? Do you get it? Of course, as smart as they are, the scientists keep track of the baby Dinocrocs the only way they know how. With a fuzzy-ass infrared screen. Because as we all know, the best way to keep track of a cold-blooded creature is with an infrared camera. Yep. And since crocodiles are cannibals, the first Dinocroc starts eating the second one. Don't worry though, she's a scientific expert on crocodiles. I'm sure she without a doubt has a plan to...
Stop it! Stop it!
You are terminated.
Don't worry, she does have a contingency plan though, where if for whatever reason the Dinocroc doesn't understand English, she runs into the room with the door wide open without any backup. The brilliant scientist she is, it only takes her a few seconds to realize, you know, this was a pretty stupid thing to do. The Dinocroc ambushes her from the ceiling because, I guess, I don't know, Dinocrocs evolved into spider monkeys. Dinocroc escapes and leaves the corpse of the scientist and the other Dinocroc for investigation.
This is the test animal in question. As you can see, it's clearly dead.
See, she is a scientist! Also, hey, Charles Napier! Silence of the Lambs. Rambo, First Blood Part 2. He was in Superman the Animated Series as General Hardcastle. He used to play the sheriff from Squidbillies.
Oh, it's a person.
So we cut to a new scene with a kid hanging up flyers to find his pet, a three-legged dog named Lucky. Whoa, either the iron is strong with this one, or this kid is just mean. So he stops by to help, and he asks her if he's seen his dog. I also like how they stress, REWARD! Without there actually being a reward.
Oh, he's my brother. My dad died. So, have you seen Lucky?
What's all this awkward atmosphere? She probably has her dog.
Larry?
I'm here, Diane.
Just need your full adoption record.
Sure, something wrong?
I just ran into a kid whose dog I gave away this morning.
What? You gave the kid's dog away and you didn't even tell him? Am I the only one here who thinks that's pretty terrible? I mean, now the kid he's chasing his own tail around like a cat. Don't sweat it, lady. I've done stupid things too. How did this even happen? So we begin the next scene with the two scientists. You know, the ones that look like Larry David and Uma Thurman. As they hire the Tourette's guy to go and find the Roger Cormansaurus.
I could trap this thing for you. My brother and me, Hank, used to trap muskrats all the time.
We're bringing in a trained specialist.
Miss P, I could do this.
Mr. Danders, your job is to feed it. Just do your job. I'll leave you with a good doctor to discuss details.
But Miss P, I can do this.
I believe in this guy. I mean, didn't you hear the confidence in the tone of his voice? He can do this.
So, Doc, what kind of animal are we looking for anyway?
Boy, that's so irrelevant. We're gonna cut to the next scene.
All right, little dog, you just wait right here.
Something tells me that this guy's responsible for a lot of missing children and pets.
Here, dog. Come on. Come on.
Oh, fuck's sake! Come back here, you mutt!
Oh great, now we'll never know why his nickname is Chester the Croc Molester. Afterwards we find out that Charles Napier is the father of that one lady there who's loving on that dog that appears to be undercover as my bathroom rug.
Diane, are you having trouble putting these dogs down?
I'm sorry, I just can't gas an innocent animal.
I know that, but it's costing the taxpayers a hell of a lot.
You know, if the taxpayers would spay and neuter their pets, we wouldn't have this problem.
After that stilling conversation. And Sonia Blade here stops by to talk to the boy's older brother, who it turns out is her ex-boyfriend. Well, ain't that a coincidence? What? Get ready for the most awkward sexual tension you will ever see, ever hear, probably.
Does your dad know you're here?
Nope. How's your jaw?
Healed. Eventually. So, have you been?
Okay. You?
This is going nowhere.
You excuse me?
Pick up, please.
Yeah, Larry?
Someone reported seeing your missing dog.
Said he was running around over at the Jericho Preserve.
Like the devil was after him.
Or maybe he was just hungry and looking for food. Whatever.
If it has to do with Michael's dog, I should be involved. 5 minutes to get my act together.
Well, isn't that just... And yes, by the way, it does get more awkward.
Larry said he was seen somewhere around here. What's going through that head of yours?
Nothing. Just thinking.
About what?
How you've grown up.
Ew! I'm a fat nerd and even I think that's creepy. Oh, Jesus. And you thought Peter Parker was terrible at talking with women.
I don't know, we could, or we could do something else, or we could, if you don't, I was touching up stuff.
You're touching up stuff?
Come on. I'm not gonna answer that.
They finally find Lucky, the tripod wonder dog, as Dr. Elderly Man is out looking for the Croc. Unfortunately, I guess the dog headbutts him into the water because dogs do that now. They're bull sharks.
Oh, yeah. It's funny, huh? Go on, laugh.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Seriously though, how is he getting that angle? Is the Dinocroc tailing him on a jet ski? Or maybe he has superpowers like Jesus and is sprinting his way across the lake. That's right, I said superpowers. I'm only making logical guesses here, people.
Come on. Help me out of here, will you?
Oh, I can't imagine what's gonna happen here. Oh, this is so fucking wacky.
Is he talking to us?
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Well, considering you guys are the only ones in the lake and he's yelling in your general direction and he's right fucking there and... No, you know what, he's probably not talking to you guys.
Get out of the water!
Oh my god, he's gonna go!
Oh my god, what's a gun? The dinosaur medallion is here. Don't worry, kids, I'll save you. You can probably tell at this point that they assumed that the gun was for them. And instead of hightailing it out of there or calling the cops, they do the next best thing. They bring him in the passenger seat without tying him up and ask him, "Hey, champ, what was that all about?"
Doctor.
No doctors. No sheriff, please. I have a reason for what I did.
Well, start talking.
My name is Dr. Lance Campbell. I'm sorry if I frightened you. If you'd be kind enough to drive me to Jericho, I'll explain everything. Please.
The facility has restricted access, so give me a few minutes to clean up. Genetic Research Corporation, better known as Jericho, is a multifaceted company that utilizes genetic technology to enhance everyday living.
After they drop him off at Jericho, they pester his balls off, metaphorically speaking, of course, about the Crocosaur.
Oh, okay. For what? A rather large chimera crocodilian. It escaped as a hatchling, and it's grown remarkably fast. Excuse me a moment.
I don't trust him.
What?
Well, good news. A wildlife expert has arrived from Australia to take care of the problem. So, we won't be needing your help after all.
Wasn't offering my assistance, Doctor. This is my responsibility.
No, it isn't.
We go along whether you like it or not. Now, where are we meeting?
What I can't figure out is that he actually tells them where the meeting is, whereas he could have just said, no. While this guy's busy acting like a tool, seriously, look at him. Yeah, nice moves there, Grandpa. So it turns out that the guy that they're going to meet is the guy who shit his pants at the beginning of the movie. And no, I'm not referring to myself after watching Roger Corman's name pop up.
Dr. Lance Campbell. You can call me Dick.
Whatever you say, Dick.
Who's this gorgeous creature we have here?
Hey, you know, he's right. Maybe it's the Samuel Adams talking, but you are the sexiest character in this movie. Professor? The guy from the beginning of the movie starts hitting on his girlfriend for the sole purpose of being a dick.
First round's on you. I don't know. I'm not thirsty, are we? Well, I guess it's my shot then. Would you like to join me? Don't worry, I don't, boy. Come along, man.
That really jiggles my puffs.
Thank you.
More than welcome.
So, what does Diane do?
Diane is the regional animal control officer.
Glorified dog catcher, really.
What do you do, Dick?
Dick is a herpetologist. Reptile expert.
I handle pestilent wildlife. Anything from deadly snakes to rampaging wild boars. But my favorite animal to kill is the croc. The bigger the better, you know what I mean?
I get it!
So, what's your plan?
Well, that's easy. We just scope out the feeding area, catch it, cage it, kill it. How big is it?
You're
I can't say for sure.
So in the very next scene, we see a couple of drunk rednecks out hunting, and since they're rednecks, I can assume that this one's name is Cletus, and that this one's name is Bobby Joe Matthew Clinton Barber Pepsi Jr. Hijinks ensue!
I'm gonna go take a leak. You keep your eyes open. Stupid. Idiot.
What is it? Buddy, what is it?
I'm all right, I just, had a goddamn spider on my dick.
Whoa! That was a jump scare and a penis joke! Roger Corman, you f***ing genius!
Cut it out, man. You're gonna scare the deer away. Buddy? 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 What's going on? Buddy?
So they go back to his place to shag it up. You know, because these are the kind of people you want reproducing. Jeez, I can only imagine what their kid would look like. Ugh. And they start talking about, what's his name?
Dick?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, arrogant Aussie asshole.
Yeah, well, I like Dick.
Alrighty then.
So they start doing it in the middle of the living room. Even though the kid's room is right f***ing there. Well, I mean, you can't really see it from this angle, but trust me, it's right f***ing there! It's right there! It's right there! And he sneaks off like, "F*** you horny assholes, I'm gonna go look for my three-legged dog like you both were supposed to do."
Lucky? We're lucky. Lucky? Lucky, is that you?
Come on, Lucky, this isn't funny anymore. Jesus, this kid is strong. Even though the Dinocroc is towering a good 10 feet over him, he picks up his bike with one hand and chucks it straight at him. I guess he's been pumping iron with the mighty Thor.
I got a whole bunch of rows of teeth to chew you with.
Tom?
Don't worry, he's a kid in a monster film. He's gonna be just fine. Yeah, Roger Corman. I forgot. They start looking for the Croc again. Unfortunately... Oh god, this is gonna be like Piranha 3D all over again. Except it's not gonna be in 3D... whatever.
That's nice, Brandon. Stay away from the water, okay?
So this pretty much causes a domino effect of stupidity, where the guy on the boat is like, "Oh no, a dinosaur medal! Don't worry, lady, I'll save you!" And then Dick is like, "Oh no, dinosaur medal! Don't worry, person on boat, I'll save you!" And you'll never guess what happens. Oh, the hell with this. I'm gonna chew you a bit. Ah, dude, that's not cool.
I lost my best knife.
Thank you.
Whoops. Sorry, Doc, we can't use our guns for some reason.
He's gone. He's gone.
And so is his blood, apparently.
On Grant's Lake today?
Nothing that I'm aware of. The reason I invited you here is to make it clear that despite the vicious rumors, Jericho has no knowledge or involvement in any of the tragic events that occurred.
Miss Kennedy! Miss Kennedy! One of your employees was killed, and there are eyewitnesses that saw...
Dr. Campbell technically was not an employee of Jericho. He was an independent contractor.
Miss Kennedy, does this affect my mustache?
I'll turn this over to Sheriff Harper.
So they go out hunting for the Croc, this time with the sheriff's department. Oh, by the way, did I mention this tool can't come because he apparently knocked himself out by grabbing a tranquilizer at the wrong end? Jesus, he makes Zap Brannigan look like a tactical genius.
The alien mothership is in orbit here. If we can hit that bullseye, the rest of the dominoes will fall like a house of cards. Checkmate.
They start looking for the Croc again, only this time they don't find it. But unfortunately, they do find the boy's remains.
It's the boy.
Am I gonna tell Tom?
Tell me what? What is this?
Is it good news?
Don't. You don't want to see this.
He put his corpse in funny poses. Oh God, no! No! Ew, he's got bugs all over him.
Oh.
No, boo-hoo, my brother's dead. Wuss. Look, man, we all have problems. This morning, I stubbed my toe. Whoa. Suddenly what you went through just doesn't seem that bad anymore.
I'm sorry, honey. I can't let you go. It's too dangerous.
I'm part of this.
No, you're not, lady. You work at a dog shelter. You're not obligated to go hunt down monsters. You're not fucking Kratos. Boy, wouldn't that be a way better story. Zeus!
Be careful.
Okay, so they try hunting the Croc down again, this time guns a-blazing, and you can probably guess how this goes.
What's happening? Collins, meeting! Answer me! Come back! What's happening out there? Answer me!
Okay, so the tool with the dead brother goes to the bar to drink some brewskis with his frenemy.
Dick, you look like you've seen a ghost, man.
Got my brother. My 12-year-old brother.
I know how you feel, man.
Hey, you don't know how I feel.
Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't! My son was eaten. Alright, scores tied. So the next morning, the sheriff's department goes to ask them for help. For some reason, even though they have absolutely nothing to do with this. And the main character tries his best to put off the most serious face ever, you guys.
Let's kill the fucker.
I am super duper cereal.
So they start preparing for the Dinocroc, and since we only have less than 20 minutes of the movie left... Oh yeah, and they start using the dogs as bait, even though that's unnecessary, illegal, and completely retarded. Ah, whatever.
Dad, please don't use the dogs.
Honey, I have to.
Well, I won't allow it. As animal control, I'm in charge, and I say no.
Well, then you've just been fired.
What? You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Look, Diane, it's not your decision, it's mine.
Dude, you kidnapped dogs from an animal shelter to use as croc bait. You, sir, are in no position to threaten anyone's career. So the sheriff and his deputies continue to monster bait in the middle of the woods until the Dinocroc finally appears. Don't worry, they save the dogs. Jesus Christ, you guys. They free all the dogs, but they're still gonna need a distraction.
Sheriff, don't let me down with that trap.
Diane, run! Dick!
What you doing there, buddy? That's completely pointless. I mean, look, the Dinocroc's like several feet away. He clearly has no intention of going anywhere. Even the Dinocroc seems somewhat concerned. He's like, whoa, dude, what are you doing? Don't do that.
Come and get it.
Also, crocodiles don't hunt by scent. They're not fucking sharks.
Drop the bloody guy!
Oh, hooray! Because if there was any character that deserved to die, it was the 12-year-old kid looking for his injured dog. Not the dude who goes around cock-blocking people in bars, saying his penis looks like a crocodile or whatever to impress Skeletor here. So the monster gets knocked out, and the evil chick from Jericho shows up for the specific reason of being the monster's wake-up snack.
Where is it? Where is it? Where'd it go? Where is it?
We can't stay here.
Where is it?
Oh my god. He disappeared. Which can only mean one thing. The Dinocroc has built himself a cloaking device, and with his superior technology, he will overthrow the human race and enslave all of mankind! Oh wait, there he is. Also, don't you just love how in every monster film, the monster's POV shot looks like a funhouse mirror?
Stay back! Get me out of this thing!
Oh, thank God that Dinocroc was made out of paper mache. I mean, look, that 4-ton reptile didn't even slow that f***ing train down. So he finally takes his revenge and finishes off the Dinocroc by poking at him sort of with a blunt pipe, which definitely kills him, probably. So we finish off the movie with one last stunning conversation.
Let's go somewhere together.
You mean like a vacation?
Yeah, like a vacation. For a month or two.
Ha ha!
Oh no, the monster is still alive, meaning the entire second half of this movie was entirely pointless. So congratulations, you just sat through a Roger Corman flick. How do you feel?
So good.
I'm glad to hear that. This movie is somewhat entertaining from a comedic standpoint, and I'm actually starting to think that Roger the Corman makes his movies for the sole purpose of people making fun of them. But hey, I've rambled on long enough. My overall score of the movie is a 3.5 out of 10. Because the vague assumption of it being self-aware doesn't change the fact of how stupid it is. Stupid. Do I recommend it? Yes. Have some friends over, we're gonna drink popcorn and eat beer and have fun riffing it for a good hour and a half. It's fun. It's a lots of fun. Alright, see you guys in the next episode. I'm not gonna leave this time. You're gonna leave this time. That's fine. I can wait all day. All day. Next time on Kaiju Chronicles.